No, now you shoot the bullet.
Yeah, well, gotta load back in the game. 3, 2, 1.
Okay. The gun fired when you're when you started.
Alright then, you are a bullet. Let's group
Right.
up at the memorial so I can brief you.
How do you sit?
Hash, I think, by default.
No.
No, sorry, it's apostrophe.
Yeah.
Bergboy, do you want to go blue? And who else feels up to being a squad lead?
Whoa, what?
Well, volunteer, Burger Boy.
I mean, we've got all these officers here.
Yes, unfortunately, most of them are going to be flying things.
I mean,
And JCB.
I mean, yeah, technically I outrank all of the privates, so if you would like.
I am happy for you to be a squad lead, but I also suspect that you may be... Well, in fact, no, you can be a squad lead, absolutely, but you may not have the larger group, because you're definitely going to have something to do.
Your specialist skills are in demand, JCB.
You're going to be everywhere.
Yeah.
If you screw up.
Yellow team
not.
Sounds like yellow team to a T. So.
Yeah.
I mean, if you do your job poorly, you'll be everywhere.
It sort of strikes me that we've only really got one team anyway, plus air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you Biscuit, I think.
Even if you've only got
pairs.
one team, it's still quite useful to have a thinker in the next
You
team.
can go yellow when you're available.
Surf's up, I'd like you blue. And Surf's up, really stick with Burger Boy if you can today, because we are going to have smaller groups.
Will do.
Okay. And I guess we'll fill Biscuit in when he's free. The mission is relatively simple, which means it's going to go terribly for us and there's going to be lots of explosions. Command has been issued a warning by our intelligence agencies that the bridges in the area are under threat from demolition by Schelt forces. We are to systematically inspect via helicopter each of the bridges in the location, check them for explosives, ordnance and other nasties, and this is where you come in, JCB, disarm them when present. We're going to be starting our mission somewhere near Kolar, which is approximately 063098, and checking the area Mangal Wurzel Ferry, which you should see on the map as was highlighted a moment ago. We will then be moving on east to Turnip Hollow Crossing and Cheddar Bridge before continuing to make a clockwise direction around the AO, checking each of the remaining bridges.
Shut ye fell fire duct! Shut ye fell fire duct! Oh my god!
I assume this explains all the cheese references we had earlier.
Absolutely.
Well, that and we're in Cheltenham.
Can I-
Yes.
We'll have Green Square flying Bird Dog, and I believe...
Scatter's in the bird dog.
Sorry, Scatter, apologies. Green Square's on the ground with us. And am I right in thinking, Handlebar, that you will be flying us to the locations?
Your taxi.
Yeah.
Excellent. There may also be an opportunity to buzz a bridge, but I'll leave that at Handlebar's discretion.
Corporal,
Hmm.
what do explosives look like?
It depends.
They did mention potential sea mines, but God knows what they'll have.
Any chance we could ask command for like a mine detector or something? Other than you.
Absolutely. I would very much like there to be a mine detector. Do you wish to make that request? Should I?
I'm asking. Yeah, I mean, I'm asking you as the squad lead if you could.
Sunray, this is
Other
the
lieutenants
group
do it.
on 30 megahertz. Any chance we could have a mine detector for our fearless JCB? Over.
It isn't Gucci. Specify not Gucci.
Go on
Gucci
30
is-
megahertz. I believe you just identified the mine detector.
Indom
He
hadn't.
hasn't specified it's not Gucci. I apologize.
No, he has in fact just announced that it is Gucci.
Fuck. Right, cool. Nothing changes.
Loud and clear.
Excellent. Well, it's really as simple as that. We probably need to be on the lookout for chop forces near the bridges as well, because let's be honest, we could catch them in the act. So let's keep our eyes peeled. Burger Boy, most of the time when we're landing, I'm thinking that I'll probably have you and Surfs Up do our initial perimeter check, because we need JCB to definitely be active when it comes to any disarming.
Yep.
But we'll play it by ear because we have a small group. Any questions? Anything I've not covered? I'm not entirely. I wasn't prepared today for having to lead, so.
Do we have any air or artillery?
Air if we need it.
Biscuit, did you get the brief?
Yep.
Excellent.
In the event that I'm unconscious and you find a bomb, my backpack, there is the defusal kit. You might be able to attempt to disarm it, but given that you don't have a knowledge of bombs, it may blow up in your face. So you can attempt that at your own risk. Depends how much
It
you
won't
want to
be
save
me
the bridge.
because I will just trigger it by my presence.
Oh, that's fair.
And I will call an airstrike on it.
We're
My radio
supposed to
is shared
be
if I go down.
preserving the
I'm going
bridges,
to
right?
reiterate, the bridges are not to be blown up.
Oh, I'm rebuilding this one.
Excellent. If there are no other questions, if you
Instructions
have
are
your
clear.
equipment,
Clear hot.
then let's get on board the helo.
Roger.
Roll.
I'm
Handlebar,
just gonna
30
eat, drink,
megahertz,
and
right?
Fetch new equipment
yeah.
That
because
seems
it's been
fair.
a while.
Yeah, it's
I'll just check the radio and get in.
Cool.
Refresh your rations and make for the helo.
Mm-mm.
Green square.
Good job, team. Have we now actually blocked the door? Almost. Leroy Tower, this is Carbon Outlaw on 30 requesting cross the runway over.
We are good to go, lift when ready.
And requesting permission to lift off.
Handlebar, the bomb squad is clear to lift out.
Tower, this is Carbon Outlaw 130, requesting cross the runway, over.
Carbon Outlaw, this is Tower. You are clear to cross the runway out.
Oh, baby. Let's see if we can remember how to fly you. Racks. We have a 103. Tower, Carbon Outlaw requesting taxi and takeoff, over.
Carbon Outlaw, this is Tower. Happy hunting out.
Handlebar, this is Scatter. I'm arriving in the AO now. I'd forgotten how slow a bird dog was. Out.
Carbon Outlaw, this is Handlebar. Your last was not clear.
Handlebar, Carbon Outlaw on station. Visual, out.
Roger that, Carbon Outlaw.
Right, the assault boat's clear. I'm getting a large transport to go to the ferry station. It can take 5 people. Take Kilo squad.
Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw, taking light ground fire from vicinity Turnip Hollow. Out. Is that a bird or an RPG? Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw, message over.
Center pontoons, center structure, center of the pontoons is a basket attached and the leg supports.
Be advised, we are also hearing shots from northeast.
Yeah, armed enemy eastbound pontoon. Moving to the north end.
Handlebar, Scatter, I've dropped orange smoke in vicinity of possible enemy RPG team. Out.
Roger that, Carbon Outlaw. I've got that orange smoke.
Go down, not down.
Handlebar Foxtrot Scatter, visual on possible Chelt sabotage team, southern end of Turnip Hollow Bridge, out.
Roger that, Carbon Outlaw.
Let's push that up to definite. I'm taking light ground fire from them, out. Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw, radio check on 3-0, over.
The mobile down on the southwest platform.
Oh, that'll be the problem.
EI down.
I would, this gets to UTI, will need a medic to bring up and clear. It's clear.
Handlebar Scatter, message over.
Go ahead, Carbon Outlaw.
DCB, I'm covering. If you're going, go now.
You should consider Fonzie, the village just south of the next bridge, to be hostile, out.
Roger that, Carbon Outlaw. Carbon Outlaw, this is Handlebar. Green Square, this is Handlebar. Leroy Base, this is Handlebar. I have a pilot down. Scatter is down.
Copy that, Handlebar. He'll be back in the areas.
Tower, this is Scatter. I am happy to keep trying it in a bird dog if you'd rather. Over.
Not for now, because I have less attention to deal with that.
Roger out. Leroy Tower, Carbon Outlaw requesting taxi and takeoff. Over.
It's taxi takeoff.
Carbon Outlaw.
Handlebar, endgame red. We might need additional water supplies. We have a case of dysentery, over.
I was actually flying low enough I could hear it.
Yeah, I'm counting at least 3 members with this, so we're not going to have enough water organically. We'll have to bring in some water buffaloes or containers of some sort, over.
Roger that, I'll see if I can pick something up.
Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw, message over.
Go ahead, over.
Be advised, Turnip Hollow Bridge is hostile. There is a small shelf force on the southern bank between it and the village of Fonzie. Over.
Roger, shelf force between Turnip Hollow Crossing and run in Fonzie, over.
Yeah, good feedback. Strength expected about 4. Over.
Summary, this is Handlebar. The endgame red are requesting additional water to deal with dysentery.
Copy that. You'll need to fly back and pick up a barrel, over.
Roger that, I'll fly back now and pick one up. Square, this is Handlebar. I'm going back to base to pick up water.
Many thanks.
Middle pontoon, western side. Boats tied up on western side with various crates inside.
Handlebar base, this is Handlebar requesting permission to land.
You're good to land.
Foxtrot, carbon outlaw message over. Suspected sabotage team active at this time, southern end of Turnip Hollow crossing, over.
Roger, after this time, turn Apollo crossing.
Foxtrot, carbon outlaw. I suggest putting in a gun run near them to dissuade, over.
8 firm, we're still at the previous location and we're here for a while. Over.
Roger, we'll push that now.
Yep, yeah, then we'll figure it out. The middle platform's clear.
Wow. That was some disorienting I just got.
Summary, this is Handlebar. I appear to only have the option to drag or load.
Try connecting them to your cables.
Summary, that's a brilliant idea. I'm glad you came up with that and not me.
Sort of hoping you'll hit Misty.
I'll do my best.
Foxtrot Carbon Outlaw, I have eyes on hostile ground fire from
Hello,
vicinity
Pierre,
Turnip
James
Hollow.
Bay.
Roger.
I'm going to strike that gunfire with rockets out.
Different.
Yeah, Foxtrot Carbon Outlaw, there is a machine gun either side of the southern end of that bridge out.
Yes, that's us.
Handlebar, endgame, red. Do you have the water? We're about ready to pull out your signals.
This is Handlebar, just trying to pick it up.
Better than that.
Coming out live, in red. We're still at Kola waiting for our pickup and water resupply, so you are still clear to engage in emergency outside of Kola. Out.
Roger that. I'm engaging these in a rocket duel. That's going to take a while. Let me know when you're moving out.
Okay.
Green Square, this is Handlebar, on my way with water.
Roger, we are in Kola, so any LZ you find near Kola is good of us. Out.
Roger that, I'll aim for the original drop-off point.
Roger. handlebar, endgame red. Do you have it in a crate or a bunch of canteens? Over.
Well, we're done here, so let's get on the helo and get out of here.
Motherfucker. Where are you?
Carbon Outlaw, endgame red. We are airborne, heading toward next objective area. Request update on the situation. Over.
Roger that, Foxtrot. So the southern end of Turnip Hollow Crossing has one machine gun still intact on the southeastern corner, in a bush just back from the end of the bridge. I think I've silenced the one on the other side. That's all the ground fire I'm seeing from there at the moment. I expect the bridge has been sabotaged from the south. I copy, over.
Roger, single man machine gun still located southeast bush near the Turnip Hollow Crossing Bridge. Unknown other forces in the area. Over.
Yeah, good read back. I can put a marking rocket on him if that is a useful thing. Out.
Roger, when we call that we're coming in, put one rocket on it for us. Over.
Hey, firm, you've got about 20 seconds of smoke.
Roger. Carbon Outlaw, endgame red. Just be advised, we do have one foot mobile that will be joining on the south bank, while the rest will be air mobile. We are ready for your marker anytime.
Roger, rolling in from the west. Mark is in.
Saying white smoke marker across bridge to note enemy machine gun location.
You're taking ground fire. I'm going to suppress him with guns.
Go suppression, we're about to land.
Roger.
You are good to lift.
Coming Outlaw, endgame red, we're coming on the north side of the bridge now.
Yeah, visual. Foxtrot carbon out, we will query. Are you taking indirect fire, over?
Indirect rockets from the south-southeast of that bridge and occasional rounds from the southeast.
Roger up.
Southeast bus.
They set to go southwest.
Foxtrot carbon out, will be advised I have 5 HE rockets remaining if you need them, over.
Understood.
Handlebar, I believe I'm going to need a medical evac. I've got multiple down, I may be the only one.
Handlebar, any red, we don't need a medical evac on north side of the bridge. We've got multiple down, over.
Roger that. I'm going to suppress the south side of the bridge with Willie Pete, out.
Drop smoke when ready. Let me know when you're ready to get them extracted. I'll throw smoke and get the helicopter in.
I'm going to keep flying suppression runs on the south side of the river, but I will not overfly the north, out.
Roger that, copy.
Handlebar carbon out. Well, let me know when you're going to land, and I will start throwing high-X rockets in for suppression, out.
Roger that, Carbon Outlaw. I'm just waiting for smoke to be dropped and notified when to come land.
Yeah, A firm. I just want to coordinate with you.
There's Chelsea's crawling northeast side of the reeds. 10 bar and game red, be advised, we were able to get our casualties up. No more medical vac needed at this time, over.
Roger that, thank you.
That'll be why I'm deaf. Because I'm not wearing a proper hat. Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw. I'm currently putting in gun runs on the south side of the river. Let me know when you would like those to stop out.
Roger.
Green Square, have you made contact with Biscuit now? Carbon Outlaw, be aware there was a lone marine on the south side.
Roger that, Handlebar. Cease and gun runs now. Out.
Can you ask Scatter to do a buzz and see if he can locate him?
Roger. If either of you see a lone marine on the south side, let us know.
I've got him.
You got him? Okay.
Handlebar, Scatter. Where is he relative to the puffball? Over.
Taken over.
Oh.
Visual.
I see Biscuit far south side of the bridge.
Break at large enemy pack. Recommend no one be on the bridge this time. There's 6 500-pound bombs south side of
Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw. Looks to me like you're holding a perimeter south side of the bridge, and I heard that about 500-pound bombs. Out.
Roger. We've got 6 snake eyes over.
Yep, roger that. I will hold a perimeter for you. Out.
How long you...
Carbon Outlaw and Game Red, can you do reconnaissance over Cheddar Bridge? We're going to be going overland through Fonzie, over.
Roger, overland through Fonzie to Cheddar Bridge. It was clear when last I observed, but I'll do a low pass now. Out. Thank goodness I'm not flying in this gorge in a bird dog.
Enemy contact northeast, northeast.
Solid copy, moving northeast.
Foxtrot, I can see that gunfire coming out of the trees on the northeast bridge. Do you want me to strike it? Over.
Wait one.
Are there any friendlies in the north?
Negative, negative. We got friendlies closing at the moment.
Hey, firm.
We might need a new helicopter though, just be advised.
Roger. That looks like forces that outnumber you on that side, over.
Sit rotating.
Looks like from the weight of fire, the enemy forces on the northeast bank outnumber you, over. That said, it does look like your team is making progress. Out.
Being as lost as blood, I need assistance. Get them stable quickly.
I don't care if you're bleeding.
On my way. now, please move.
Fonzie to Bridge Road looks clear, out.
Roger.
Cross covering.
Engine red, we are all south side of bridge, proceeding towards Fonzie. Out.
Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw, ground fire east end of Cheddar Bridge seen. I will suppress, out.
Reaffirm.
Roger that green square, I was imaged by machine gun fire.
Handlebar rolling into suppress now from the west, out. First run done, I see a second gun position.
Reaffirm, we are still west of the bridge, you were clear to engage.
The second gun position is southeast of the end of the bridge.
Roger, 70 bridge.
I'm going to place one more run in, and then I've taken a fuel tank hit, so I will RTV to rearm and repair out. No. Handlebar, I have your red smoke, engaging now. Leroy Tower, this is Carbon Outlaw, declaring an emergency, requesting landing, over. forget how close this base is. Leroy Towers is Carbon Outlaw requesting repair over. Right, we have drank. Let us eat.
Handlebar and Game Red, we've got a device on the side of the bridge. We're going to disarm it. Once that's done, a possible pickup point for you could be northeast side of the bridge. Looks like a flat spot in the road. Might be just wide enough for you. Over. Roger that, Greens.
Oh, ho!
taking sporadic fire from south-southwest out.
Foxtrot Carbon Outlaw returning to station. Out.
Roger.
Foxtrot Carbon Outlaw, be advised, this time I am loaded with Zunis rather than Willy Pete bombs. Out.
Roger. Situation update, we have found an explosive device on the Cheddar Bridge southwest side. We're still working disarmament. We're taking sporadic fire from the western side of the bridge from south-southwest. We might have cleared it, but we're still taking sporadic rounds every once in a while. We'll probably be having the helicopter lift us out directly from the bridge area itself for the Seagon mission. Over.
Yeah, roger, that sounds good. I see occasional tracer coming out from the east side of the bridge. Presume that's you firing on those contacts. Out.
You mean west side?
I see occasional tracer coming from the eastern side of the bridge to the west. Over.
Taking over.
I see occasional tracer coming east to west. Over.
Roger.
Do you have island ring square? And if not, can you find him, please? Come over here with that.
Handlebar Carbon Outlaw, can you confirm which riverbank the squad is on? Over.
Squad should be on the western bank.
Yeah, roger that. I can see movement on the road. That will be them.
Handlebar, Endgame Red, just be advised, we're on both sides of the bridge. Requesting a supply drop at this time, preferably northeast side of bridge. Over.
Roger, you can arrange that yourself, can't you? Over.
Leroy Base, Endgame have requested supplies. I am able to RTB to pick up.
Copy that, there'll be some way to feed on the pad.
Ash and trash, baby. Ash and trash.
Leroy Base, this is Handlebar requesting permission to land.
You're clear to land, Handlebar.
Do they look like our grenades?
Carbon Outlaw and Game Red, message over.
Go ahead, Foxtrot, over.
Our intention is once resupplied, we will take off and move north to Plowman's Causeway. Overlooking the position, look at the position of the map, it looks like Kuyang right across the bridge might be fortified. So request you check out Kuyang just on the south side of that bridge and reconnoiter as you're coming in. If it is a held enemy position, we will probably land up south next to Phi Lom. There's an open area just left of it, or just to the west of it. If it is not a threat to Kuyang, then we will likely land north of the bridge in the clearing to the just northwest of the bridge at the T-junction. Over.
Affirm, I'll head over and look at Kuyang now. Out. Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw, message over.
Go ahead, over.
I'm seeing a lot of wooden fences around Kuyang, not sure if it's fortified. Going back in. Out.
Over.
Handlebar, endgame red, we'll be on the northeast side of the bridge waiting for you, over. Do you require smoke at this time?
Negative. I think I've got you.
What the hell? Foxtrot, carbon outlaw, message over.
Go ahead, over.
No evidence of fortification at Kuyang, but I do have people in the village watching the bridge, which might be sus, over.
Roger, I'll advise our team leadership.
Green square, rather than north side, can I land on the south side? It's a bit clearer.
If necessary, that's okay, over.
Foxtrot, carbon outlaw, message over.
Go ahead, over.
I have an AN2 airborne in this AO. Out.
Affirm.
Ground fire observed, Kuyang. Ground fire observed at the AN2 from Kuyang. Kuyang may be friendly, over.
Say again, over.
Ground fire from Kuyang observed at the AN2, over.
Roger.
Why the fuck am I getting into a one circle with a biplane? A-firm, it's so slow it's really hard to line up on, but it is busy.
Coming online in red, we are wheels up.
A-firm.
Correction, skids up, out.
AN2 is attacking Pokang.
Roger.
Fuck. overshoot. Where have you gone? Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw. I'm blind on the AN2. Presume Kuyang is friendly, maybe mountain yards. Over.
Affirm, Kuyang Mountain Yards.
Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw. Is that you landing at Kuyang? Over.
Roger, we're making an attempt at Kuyang. Skids down, everyone out of the helicopter, we're all clear.
That fucker's going to come back with more rockets.
Handlebar, Endgame Red, please prepare to pick us up in about 2 mics, over.
Roger that. I'll pick you up at the fork on the north side.
Roger, fork on north side.
Foxtrot Carbon Outlaw, I've gone to investigate Tractor Beam Bridge. Looks okay, looks quiet. Out.
Roger.
Which obviously means the bastards are here, I just don't know where they are.
Handlebar, Endgame Red, we're ready to pick up and we're out.
Roger that. Making a pass now to pick up.
Carbon Outlaw, Endgame Red, our intention is to go to Tractor Beam Bridge and land the T-junction south of the bridge on the southwest side. Over.
Roger that. Tractor Beam Bridge, T-junction, southwest side. Out. I see you. Skids up. Handlebar Carbon Outlaw, crossroads to the southwest of the bridge looks cold. Out.
Carbon Outlaw, we'll be going to the east side of that bridge now for drop-off. It's too steep on the west.
Roger that. Nothing from Soy was shooting at me. Out.
Aboard, enemy armor at location. Enemy armor right beneath us.
I see white smoke. Is that shock of firing over?
Armor. Add that white smoke.
Roger. Moving to attack with ATAP.
Armor's now moving on the road.
Towards or away from the bridge, over.
Now position, two armored vehicles.
Contact.
You're cleared to engage. We are all skids up still. Shack 1, the other one's dismounting but still crewed and ready. There might be a third one in the same location. Carbon Outlaw, can you bring any air in for that, over? Carbon Outlaw, come in.
Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw. I have survived, but I have crashed. Over. Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw. Do you read over? Handlebar, Carbon Outlaw, do you read over?
Carbon Outlaw, this is Handlebar receiving.
Roger that. I'm crashed, but I've survived. I have my radio. I'm going to call in additional air on those armoured vehicles, over.
Roger that. I dropped the squad in the river.
Roger that. Monkey Control. This is Endgame Red Foxtrot requesting TAC air, over.
Roger that, we will take the trace.
Handlebar, be advised there is a flak vehicle vicinity of the drop-off, over.
Roger that, it did fire at me.
Handlebar, in-game red. I've got no joy on 52 megahertz with either Monkey Mountain or Sandy at this time, over.
Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw message, over.
Go ahead, over.
I am in contact with Monkey Control. Attack air is being chopped to me as they can. I have eyes on 2 surviving APCs and a flak APC, over.
Roger, are you airborne or on the ground, over?
Negative. I stalled into the hillside after that rocket run, just couldn't quite climb out enough.
Roger, do you require rescue at this time, over?
Negative. I'm okay at the moment, and I should be able to extract to high ground after controlling some area in.
Roger, we are all on the east side of the river, moving towards the objective area, probably a half a kilometer, over.
You're on the east side of the river, moving towards the objective area. Do you mean the bridge, over?
Roger.
Do you want me to put TAC air in on those armoured vehicles if it arrives, over?
Affirm.
Roger. Be advised that north, maybe 100 metres north of the burning vehicle, there is a BTR with a single barrel flak gun on it. If you can take that out, that'd be super helpful. Out.
Roger.
It is now rolling south towards the burning vehicle. Out.
Carbon Outlaw, this is Lorcan Indigo on 3-0, coming over.
Lorcan Indigo, this is Carbon Outlaw. Check in when ready, over.
This is Lorcan Indigo. I am a Corsair 2 with 12 snake and 500 pound and 2 snake 1000 pound, over.
Roger that, Lorcan Indigo. I am vicinity of Soy, observing armoured vehicles in the open. One armoured vehicle is destroyed and flaming with a column of black smoke. This is on the east side of the river. Over.
Copy.
Be advised, there is another burning vehicle on the west side of the river. That is my crashed AFAC bird. I will want you to do a north-south run on the armoured vehicles, visually acquiring armoured vehicles in the vicinity of the burning wreck, and attack with your smaller snake. How copy, over?
That's a good copy.
Break. Request east to west. The squad is moving from south north towards that area, over.
Affirm, east to west is approved, over.
Roger.
Lorcan Indigo, Carbon Outlaw, please, I have visual. Please set up east of the target for an east-west run, over.
This is Lorcan Indigo. An east-west run is likely to cause me to stack into the other side of the valley. Only an idiot would go in that way, over.
Roger that, Lorcan Outlaw. In that case, can you run in diagonally? What's the approach like northeast to southwest, over?
down and get tight on the water.
From the, away from the other side of the valley. I can pretty much go in north-south or south-north, over.
Roger that, looking Indigo. North-south is approved, over.
Copy that, north-south.
Carbon Outlaw, all friendlies are down by the water itself, so you're cleared.
Roger that. Lord Can Indigo, do you have...
Bridge.
Target is being marked with tracer fire from a helicopter, over.
That was the plan. Understood. Copy. Made another overpass. I'm good to set up when you are.
Yep, roger. Once you've acquired targets, set up and let me know, over.
Okay, I have a flat gun, looks like an APC, and something in the reeds, looks like a field gun. I've got moving infantry by the bridge.
Affirm, Lord Can Indigo. The flat gun is your priority. Are you alright, over?
Roger.
I've got a platform with some sea mines on it.
I've just heard shell voices somewhere north of us.
Endgame Red, this is Carbon Outlaw. There's a screen of light infantry just inbound east from the reeds, over.
Copy. In from the north.
Looking Indigo, you are cleared hot. Airstrike inbound.
Airstrike's inbound, everyone get low.
Blue team, voices have been heard somewhere approximately north of the bridge.
Patton is away. 12 weapons in the air.
12 weapons in the air.
That looks like at least 2 vehicles destroyed.
Blue team, push the north side of this bridge and cover whilst yellow team disarms bombs.
Close for any more additional strikes, over.
Say again, Foxtrot, over.
We are now at the bridge, so we do not need any further strikes at this time.
Roger that. Look Can Indigo, that is 100% bombs on target. Call that 2 BTR-50s destroyed. You are released to RTB, over.
Heading back to RTB.
More up to the northeast.
Yeah, they're near the exploded vehicle.
Handlebar, scatter, message, over.
Handlebar receiving.
I think I've dealt with the immediate problem. Can I see if I can get to an LZ for you to extract me, over?
Roger that, I can extract.
All air stations be advised, Endgame Red is on the east side of the bridge area, out.
That sounded expensive.
What was that?
Did you see anything from the air that exploded big?
Any ideas on what those explosions are?
I have eyes on explosions, so I'll go and check it out.
Roger, we might be taking either direct or indirect heavy fire.
Six position, so that's probably on-call artillery, over.
Green Square, scatter. I had reports from air of a field gun concealed on that side of the river, over.
No, I'm having to build myself some staircase to get to them.
Okay, we're gonna
Eastern side of the river. I see it. I see it. It is just north of the road that the burning vehicle is sitting on, over.
Sixth position, they've got dialed in artillery, over.
It's concealed in the reeds.
On it.
East, northeast of the bridge, over.
You can see the puff of it firing.
Say again, Green Square, step in.
Enemy field gun, east, northeast of the east side of that bridge.
Approximate distance.
Approximate distance from the bridge end, over.
200 meters inland, in reeds, immediately north of the road.
What distance field gun?
About 200 meters.
Okay, blue team, yellow team, other than JC, let's get rid of that field gun.
I got teleported, I somehow stuck myself underwater and I can't move.
Those hits are landing in the correct area. Field gun is still up. It's concealed in that patch of reeds you were attacking.
Just got hit by a field gun.
Damn it. Endgame red. Can anyone receive on 343 over?
This is JCB. I was receiving
JCB scatter. I can see the position of the field gun and I can see there are the Marines at the BTR-50s. Do you need talking onto its position? Over.
I can hear you. Yeah, he's somewhere in the open. I'm trying to work out what he got shot by before I go and try and get him.
Roger that. There is a field gun concealed in the reeds. I can talk you onto its location. Over.
Yeah. Field gun is 20 meters east of bridge in Reed. Also south of road. North of road. About 2 meters north of road.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've got him moving into cover now. He's shot at. Located by a 50 meters south of a large rock north of the road.
Handlebar scatter message.
So we found and dealt with the field gun.
Scatter receiving you.
I'm in chocolate teapot mode now, so when you have a quiet moment, if you could pull me out and get me back to the airfield. Over.
I'm good. Can you mark your location?
Smoke out.
I got you.
I'm in. Thank you very much. That you made that look fucking easy.
I just happened to be passing you, so...
I'm so gutted I stacked that. I had the perfect rocket loadout for dealing with that. I put the first run in and I just couldn't quite climb out above this very steep valley.
Yeah, that's the problem when you get caught in a dive of death.
Yes, then I got sassed by a TAC air pilot who's like, you can't attack east to west, I'll stack into the hillside.
Yeah, I heard that, yeah. That was class. Yeah, I was dropping bombs on that field gun. I say bombs.
Grenades, right? I saw those explosions and I was like, either they've got a bazooka from somewhere or you're grenading them.
Yeah, they're not the most accurate way of delivering grenades, but...
I mean, was doing the job. I mean, you were hitting the right cluster of reeds. And I think you might have killed one or two people.
I see at the end.
Yes.
Did you see my valiant attempt at taking the seahorse under a bridge?
I didn't. No. How'd that end?
I clipped the main rotor, but basically just flopped the seahorse into the river.
Right.
So the airframe's perfectly good
if we go and fish it out with the sky crane.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Well, I'm not sure it's under the bridge.
Oh, yeah, legit. I didn't dare try and put the Bronco under the bridge. The bridges are all quite small.
They are. Leroy, this is Handlebar requesting permission to land with a major scatter.
Roger that, you.
Uh-oh. That's an aircraft.
Would you like dropping off on the runway?
That would be amazing, thank you. And fingers crossed for more ATAPs, because I really love that loadout now.
Is that your thing there?
Yes.
Yeah.
The big boy and the little boy. The little boy is mine.
Handlebar, this is Endgame Red. Come in, please, over.
Beauty. Alright, thank you very much.
This is Handlebar receiving.
Endgame Red requests pickup as soon as possible. You will call on which side of the bridge. We are embedded on the northern side, but can move south. Please do so at your earliest convenience. Out.
Roger that. Just dropped off scatter. I'll be right back.
What the fuck is this loadout? So 38 Willy Pete's, 33 17-pounders, 52 10-pounders. That's not bad. Leroy Tower, this is a very penitent major scatter requesting taxi and takeoff. Over.
We'll mark you down for another airframe. You'll clear to take off when ready.
Roger. Roger that. That one was my fault. Out.
This is Handlebar approaching the AO. Drop smoke when ready. Log out.
Scatter, I'm proceeding to investigate hay bale. Out.
Roger, request if you could land a little bit more towards the bridge itself. If you go in the area with the BTRs, there might be UXO.
Repeat your last.
Any chance you could land a little more on the slope-ish, still on the east side of the bridge, but west of my smoke? Over.
Foxtrot, carbon out, all message over.
Go ahead, over.
I'm taking serious ground fire from the western side of hay bale span. I'm going to soften that up before you get here, over.
Confirm.
Yeah, be advised that that includes some actual flak, not just machine guns. Over. Handlebar, Carbon Outlaw, be very careful in the vicinity of Haybale's van. Out.
Which side of the bridge AAA on, over?
AAA is on the western side of the bridge, over.
Roger, western side.
Yeah, possible fortified position, western side.
Roger, potential fortified position, western side. Carbon Outlaw, Endgame Red, do you see any potential LZs on the western side of that area for us, over?
On the western side, over. Oh, break. Significant ground fire from the village as well.
Roger, ground fire from the village.
Yeah, ground fire is coming up from the rocks all around the northern side of the village. Out. I'm going to start working those rocks over.
We might be doing a river insertion now.
Yeah, roger, but I want those rocks reduced.
Rocks in which direction, over?
East side of the river, round the northern end of the village.
Roger, enemy in the rocks, east side of river, northern end of village.
Enemy on top of the rocks for the most part.
Roger, enemy on top of the rocks.
Yeah, I've got 6 or 7 rocks firing at me now. This is why Darkland gave me all the fucking rockets in the world. Shit.
Carbon Outlaw, Endgame Red, we are all on the west side now of the river. You are clear to engage anything on the east. Out.
Hey, firm. Look like you're taking auto cannon fire from the from that position.
Roger, can you suppress it?
You can try.
Clear dot.
Try putting Willy Pete on it if you want to move. I don't think I'm killing it with explosives.
It's still alive. Can you keep hitting it with AG if you got some?
Can do.
You're cleared. Or at least still about a half a kilometer southwest. Looks like it's suppressed them, but they're shooting up at you now instead.
I'm okay with that. Ah, I've got a better idea of where he is. Think.
Carbon outline, game red. We are heading more northwest, getting uphill on the rocks, overlooking the area. If you want to call an air and start hitting them with bigger stuff, you are free to do so. Over.
Roger. Whoa, boy. Monkey control. This is Carbon Outlaw 130 requesting TAC air, over.
Copy that, we will secretary.
Handlebar, Carbon Outlaw, check-in, over.
Carbon Outlaw, this is Handlebar checking in.
Roger that, I was afraid I'd seen you crash. Out.
Carbon Outlaw, endgame red. I've got Overwatch in the region. I've got BDA. Some of them have been destroyed, but some cliff top positions are still manned. I'll try to get you a map marker. Over.
Roger, out.
Carbon Outlaw, this is Sneaky 6 checking in.
Sleepy 6, standby, over. Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw, are you in a better position to control this strike, over?
I've got eyes on, but I don't have a good mark on the map. Over.
Okay, if you can talk me on, I can put a Willie Pete rocket on it.
Roger. So this first target for you is just a single dude with a machine gun on top of the rock. He's on the northernmost side. He's engaging right now towards that helicopter.
Roger. Do you want to check in with Sleepy 6 on 30?
I'd rather have you try to put a marker down before I start talking to the aircraft.
Roger that. Sleepy 6, this is Carbon Outlaw. Check in when ready, over.
This is Sleepy 6. I am a A4 East Skyhawk. I have 2 cans of napalm and 3 pods of rockets, over.
Sleepy 6, I have you as an Alpha 4 Skyhawk, rockets and napalm. I have a number of shelter fortifications engaging friendly troops around the village of Napo, over.
Copy that, fortifications.
We're in a river valley, so this will need to be a north-south pass. The targets are the rocks in the northern end of the fields. I'll mark the general area shortly with a Willy Pete rocket.
Copy that.
Roger, do you have eyes on the general area, over?
I'm in pylon turn. I've got an idea on there's an awful lot of flak down there and some explosions.
Yeah, affirm. That's very much the problem. So I think we'll lead with saturation rockets first, over.
Yeah, copy that.
Okay, green square, I'm putting the mark in now.
Carbon Outlaw, did you see the location of the western side positions, over?
Affirm, can you confirm my marks? They won't last long.
Mark is dead on, dead on.
Sleepy 6, do you see my white puffballs?
Roger. Some edges of paddy fields, over.
Affirm, it's rocks spread around paddy fields. If you can do it's north-northeast to south-southwest. If you can put that run in and just spam the area with rockets, over.
Copy that. That's quite a long route. I'll basically spot my whole load. Is that what you want, over?
Yeah, affirm, we're just going in for big suppression. Over.
Roger that.
Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw, be advised that the end of the bridge is in line with this rocket run, so make sure if you've got people there, they're down, over.
Which side of that bridge?
The bridge.
Inbound.
Roger. There's Tracer coming up to aim for.
Good hot.
5 seconds.
Cleared, hot, Sleepy 6.
6 is released.
Target still alive, center of that strike.
Roger that. Sleepy 6, your rounds are on target. The centre of that strike will be your aim point. We may need you to re-attack with napalm. Can you position to the north? Over.
Copy that. I'll stage north. I've got cans 2, over.
Roger, that will be a single attack then, out.
Yeah, press that attack whenever you can. We're taking accurate fire from them in that exact spot.
Roger that. Sleepy 6, say when ready, out.
I'm staged north, over.
Roger, push your attack ASAP, over.
Copy that.
Abort, target.
Sleepy 6, wave off, wave off.
No, Roger.
I witnessed other tracer fire coming more east of it. I don't have any visuals on it, but there was another rock that is east of that position that had tracer fire, if you can investigate.
Yeah, roger. Query, was it that one? Over.
Roger, looks like it. I can't see the exact spot, but I saw your puff and I see tracers from just behind that rock.
Roger, I've got pretty good eyes on those. Sleepy 6, I am going to drop another Willy Peak marker onto rocks. I'd like those to be your new aim point for a north-south run with napalm. Over. It's basically right down the length of the centre of the paddy fields, which makes it quite a nice, easy aiming mark. Sleepy 6, carbon outlaw, the mark is in.
Copy that. I see 2 puffballs. Which puffball do you want?
That's your line. Those are both valid targets. Attack whichever one you can line up on now.
Copy that. From the north.
Continue.
Five seconds.
Cleared hot.
In the air.
In-game red Foxtrot, message, over.
Sleepy 6, that is good rounds on target. Solid strike on the second target. I'm pretty sure you'll have killed that. Many thanks, you may RTB out.
Yeah.
Foxtrot, carbon outlaw, say again your last over.
We're trying to get in contact with Sunray to find out if he wants us to clear the rocks out at Nabo or just clear the bridge itself. Over.
Roger, we'll communicate that on. Out. Sunray, carbon outlaw, message over.
Send your traffic, please.
Again, Red's encountered occupied rocks at Narbo and wants instructions as to whether they should clear them or bug out and return home. Over.
They should not. The bridge security is the mission priority. If there's no bombs or mines, pull back out, and in fact it's time to head home. It's getting dark. Out.
Foxtrot, carbon outlaw, did you hear the Colonel's last over?
Roger, heard. We're gonna try to find a good LZ.
Roger that, I'm going to keep suppressing those guns.
Roger. We're looking for some extract site anywhere on the west side, if possible, over.
Roger, the west side is pretty steep aside from the road running along the base of the valley. Over.
Roger. Yeah, we're just going into the east might be a non-starter because we can't clear it.
Yeah, affirm. If you push south along the river, there's a flat muddy patch inland. Handlebar, if you want to go have a look at that, see if you think you can land on it. Over. It's maybe a click south of the bridge, western bank. Motherfucker, they both survived.
Carbon Outlaw, be advised, our helicopter pilot's helicopter was shot down underneath the bridge. He's on the opposite side, on the east side, and we'll have to get in contact with him to try to get another helicopter.
Yeah, roger that. Is there anything I can do to help, or would you like me to request an extraction? Over.
Request an extraction, if possible, over.
Yeah, roger. Do we want to arrange an LZ before we do that?
Roger, wait one.
Looks like some little shit in the rock's got an RPG. Oh no, that's an MRL. I'll engage that.
Carbon Outlaw, Endgame Red. What we're trying to get at here, can you cluster that entire area? Over.
Not from a Bronco, over. I can request additional TAC air, and, we'll see what we get, but I think honestly you're better breaking contact if you can, over.
Roger, we're trying to go west-northwest up and over.
Roger. I'm hopeful I hit the MRL out.
Carbon Outlaw, Endgame Red. I've got several foot mobiles at the south side of that rock that we just called our first airstrike, so without those rocket runs.
Hey firm, I think I can see them too. I'm trying to line up for a rocket run. I have 3 HE remaining out.
Roger. All friendlies west side, so you are clear for your run.
Game Red Sunray, we are dispatching a pickup gun contact.
Sunray, Carbon Outlaw, roger that, we'll relay out. Did you hear Sunray's last Foxtrot about the pickup helo? Motherfucker.
RPG gunner as well now on the east side rocks near his friends. He's firing RPGs. Good hit, good hit. Excellent second rocket. You got a bunch of them.
Good, that was my last one. I'm down to guns.
Roger, split that area. Rocket went in between those two. Just keep the fire up in between those two spots with the guns that you have left.
Roger. Actually, I have Willy Pete rockets as well. I can use those.
Roger, that's a great exact spot to use them.
Foxtrot, I can see a pickup helo approaching hilltop to your west, over.
Roger. We still don't have an LZ for him, though, over.
Roger, he may find his own LZ and expect you to get there. I'll keep an eye on him.
Any chance the helicopter pilot shit hot and can do a pinnacle?
Looks like he's descending towards you. Okay, I see him, I see your smoke, I presume that is going to work out. I'll keep suppressing out.
Affirm.
Oh, ye of little faith, but hurry up and get on, this is really difficult.
We're wheels up, wheels up.
Roger, rolling in to follow you up.
Dude, Nick, your last two rockets you had were like dead on. But the first one hit the RPG gunner in the face, and the second one just obliterated the entire group of like 14 shell.
So every time I got into a Bronco this evening, it had a different loadout. And when I got into that last one, I was like, that's a lot of 10-pounder rockets. Ruh-roh.
Well done, everybody. We are 5 bridges down with 4 to go. So that gives me Sundays off.
I'm just glad we didn't have to clear all of those mountains.
No, that wasn't the mission. To be fair, you were there a lot longer than I thought you were going to be because you yomped it up the river, which made good sense, don't get me wrong, tactically it was fine. But you would that bridge took a bit longer. I just sort of expected in, check, out, run. But you know, I did that MLRS battery. Somebody shot one of the that shot the gunner off.
Yeah.
That was me.
But the crew they remanned it and then started firing it again. I didn't tell them to do that. I was busy looking at something else. But the gun crew just swapped. The next person got in. You could even see the old Chilt gunner being like yeeted out into the air as they like unloaded him, and then ouch, direct fire.
That bloody anti-tank gun
Oh,
that
that's
was
hilarious.
so. We just ran straight past it.
Yeah, it was just this muzzle
Jacob
sticking out.
said it was like to the east. As we ran like 200 meters past it. Like,
Yeah.
where the fuck is it?
Oh.
My highlight of the evening was nearly landing a helicopter on a BTR.
That was beautifully called, Jake.
Yeah, just in time. It's like, oh shit! We're
Abort,
abort.
Because I saw as we were kind of coming down in the first little pass, I'm like, that's like a green box in a bush. That's
They were
weird.
really well hidden, I think,
They were really well
because
hidden.
I searched that area.
Yeah, I did not put them in after you searched. They were there.
Yeah, no, I believe it.
Yeah, but I took care to make sure they were exactly in the reeds.
Yeah. Motherfuckers.
Oh man, if
it
we
was
had landed in that, oof.
Yeah.
It was the fact that when you said there was an armored vehicle, I was like, oh, it must be a tank, because I saw what later turned out to be the AT gun firing when we were like trying to take off. And I was like, oh, there's a tank like literally right below us. And then like we turned to the right, and I was like, oh no, Jake's just said it's coming out of that bush, and it is. So what's that below us?
Yes.
When I first saw it, all I saw the side, but I also saw the tracks. So I thought it was like a T62 or T55 or something. Maybe
And they said it was three BTR-50s, I think.
Yeah, they kept coming out of the damn bushes.
Yeah, 3 BTR-50s with troops, two with troops, and one with like a spag,
With a
you know, that had been
37mm
turned into
gun,
a shit
yeah.
spag with a single gun on the back deck.
I tell you what though, when it's firing at someone else, it looks quite shitty. When it's firing at you, it looks like a hose of yellow death.
There was one just that one determined guy with an MG42 on the NAA version of the MG42 on the rock in the middle of the river. It was just staring down the barrels at each other.
Yup.
I mean, it was nice watching some of the aerial acrobatics and sort of jousting between some of the targets on the ground.
That motherfucking AN2.
Yeah, the sad part is you hit the AN2 with a rocket.
Yep.
But it took some light damage.
Damn it.
Yeah.
So I'd given up on using guns because they're made of tissue paper, and I put like 1,000 rounds into one before and it did nothing. So I figured HE rockets was the way forward.
Yeah, and it was. You actually did damage that time, but it did not stop because you blew all the back parts off, but the front part is where the engine is.
Damn
so
it!
It just keeps going.
Got to play chicken with it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So well done, everybody. Some nice mission operations. I think, Di, you weren't feeling so well from the sounds of things, so I hope you feel better soon. Yeah, well done, everybody. Nice work.
Yeah.